Hi guys, my name's Adelaide and welcome to Adelaide Stitches. This is my YouTube channel where I talk about cross stitch. Today it is Thursday, it is the 4th of December and that means it's my 4th day of Flossmas. I have some very cute Christmas stitching that I'm really excited to show you that I did last night. As well as my advent, my quiz and some Whipgo plans. So let's get to it. Right, well the first thing I have to show you is my penguin stitch along, and this is by Climbing Goat Designs. Part 3 came out last night, 8 p.m. for me, AEDT time, and here it is. Isn't this the cutest? Oh, I just love it. It is beyond. It is beyond, I don't know, beyond what I expected, I guess. It is just so cute. I just love it. I'm so glad that I did it. So yes, I'm just loving is it a flock of penguins? I'll have to ask my kids what a group of penguins are called because they're cute. A waddle of penguins sounds nice, doesn't it? But yeah, no, I'm so excited. Now I'm not doing the back stitch. I put a quick picture in of what it looks like with the back stitch, and that's what the pattern suggests. I'm quite like how it's looking at the moment, so I don't feel tempted, but we'll see as it goes on. Maybe towards the end I will feel that they need the back stitch, but at the moment I just think they look adorable as they are. So I'm doing mine on 28 count. This is Snowcone and Opal Lugana by Paddock Lane Designs. She now has Elsa, which would be very close to this. I am using DMC and I am stitching 2/2, and it's just the called for. So I am pleased. I am a little bit worried about my snowflakes. I mean, you can see them, and I think you can see them better in real life than on the camera, but they aren't really distinct, are they? So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to keep going with it because in real life it does look very nice and very cute. And I mean, the penguins are the feature really. The snowflakes are just kind of a bit of decoration, aren't they? But yes, I think I would, if I was restarting it, do a darker fabric. But anyway, we'll talk about whites and darker fabrics a bit later. Right now, I'm really, really pleased with it. And it's so fun stitching a penguin each night. I am enjoying it so much. So that is my first piece to show you. And then my weekly stitching Christmas piece this year is Yule Goddess by Tiny Modernist. I'll pop a picture of her up. And I am down the bottom working in that skirt. And I am still working away on it. Look at that. So I finished that whole tree, and that tree is like 200 stitches. Oh my gosh, it is quite significant. I'm just, surprised how hefty it was. And then I filled in more of the red and also done some of the leaves, so bringing the skirt across. So I was really pleased with where I got to last night. I did 351 stitches last night. So I'm at 2,037 stitches out of 14,888. And I am now at 13.68%. So yeah, it's coming along. This is 14 count green Opal Aida, dyed by Paddock Lane Designs again. And yeah, I just love it. It's quite a different color green to the called for fabric, but yeah, I'm really, really pleased with how it looks. I think it does complement that kind of soft jadey greens that are in. It's like kind of a mint green, and then that color of the jadey green I think looks really good with it. So yeah, I'm enjoying working on this, and I feel like I've got quite a bit of progress this week. Like it's Thursday, so 3 nights, and it's really come along, hasn't it? So I am pleased with that one too. And then I had my new start. So this is a Shannon Christine freebie. It's called Penguin. I put a picture of it up. Isn't it the cutest? And I showed you 2 fabrics I was going to use yesterday. I didn't use either of them. Instead, look at this. Isn't that adorable? So I actually went with a darker one. This is a 14 count Aida I hand dyed, and I had a bit extra up here. And I thought, oh, it's only 30 by 30, this little ornament. Why don't I try it? So I cut it up, and I think it's going to fit really well. So obviously that's the top, and then the bottom is about here. So I think I should have lots of nice margin. Maybe I'll finish this one as a circle. I'll see when it's done. But this is what I was talking about when I said some fabrics, white really shows up well on. So I think if I was to stitch this again, Let's see if we can do a side by side. In terms of snowflakes showing up, that's the clear winner, isn't it? Though that's not too bad in this light. Yes. So, but I just thought that was interesting. Like the fabric you choose really makes a big impact, doesn't it, on your stitching? I'm gonna have lots of penguins this Christmas. I'm just loving it. But no, I loved stitching this. Now I have to say, this made me feel like when I first got back into cross stitch. You know, that kind of that feeling of just utter enthusiasm and joy, like you are just doing the best, most relaxing, wonderful thing ever. That's how I felt stitching this. And this was my third piece I was stitching on last night, so I really was a bit tired. And at the end, but it didn't matter. I love this so much, and I'm definitely going to stitch on it again tonight. So I'll do a repeat tonight. I'll stitch on my penguin stitch along, my, oh, here it is, Yule Goddess, and then, yeah, I'm going to keep working on this ornament. I just love it. I love it. And actually, I'm going to look at the other Shannon Christine designs. She has lots of free designs on her Facebook page and her Instagram. I think she's been releasing one weekly. She did quite a few Halloween ones, and now she's doing Christmas ones. And they are adorable. Now this actually will have 11 colors, and I can't get over the depth in it for such a small design. Even my whites, I don't know if you can tell, but this isn't just a one white. There is two whites in there to give that dimension. So I'm really excited. The hat brim alone, just the greens, there's 3 different greens. Like, yeah, it's incredible what she does with DMC, but I'm so excited. It's going to look so cute and add to my penguin collection. So yeah, that really good stitching night last night. You have to let me know how your stitching's going. I hope it is going well too. Christmas stitching's so fun. A month ago I was like, oh, I can stitch Halloween all year, but now I'm really into Christmas. I think I really am a bit of a seasonal stitcher. But anyway, that's, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's nice to enjoy the different times of year, isn't it? Okay, so that was all my stitching. Let's talk about advents. So the first advent I have is my caterpillar cross stitch one up here. And I'm just looking for 4 because it's day 4. You'll probably see it first. There it is, down the bottom. Actually, it's quite funny. My kids knocked over my calendar last night before they went to bed, and yeah, it was just out everywhere. And my son, my eldest, he was really sweet. He tried to put it back together, but according to the picture, and he got a few blocks together, but he did have a pile of ones he didn't know where they went. So it's okay. My husband actually, he looked up a picture and he put it back exactly as it should be, which is really nice of him. But yeah, I thought, oh. Everybody's knocking the boxes out, not just me. I think I felt a bit better about it. Okay, so let's see what's in box 4. And also I want to say a thank you to Kitty X Stitches. She alerted me to the fact that Caterpillar Cross Stitch had sent out an email for the advent. So my husband looked into it and he did get it. He got it on the 2nd of December at like, I think it was 9:30 p.m. So quite late. I think that's why he hadn't seen it yet. Because we checked last night and it was the 3rd. Because he bought it for me, so it went to his email. And the email has a video of what you get each day. You have to be careful to click the right days. And also a PDF of what should be in your boxes. So everything is as it should be, even the 666, that was meant to be. Yeah, so I'm very interested to see kind of what else is going to turn up. Well, excited as the days go on. So this is today, a really cute fox, and it says at the top, Arctic foxes have thick fur on their paws, which helps them walk on snow. There we go. We're learning. Very cute. What's in day 4? So I got fabric for day 3. It was green fabric. So I wonder if this will be related to that, or it will be related to the bookmark, which was more days 1 and 2, wasn't it? Ooh. A pattern. I'm guessing this is for the dark green fabric. Let's have a look. Oh, and the email also had links to all the patterns that are in this advent in PDF version, which is really good. So if it's a bigger pattern, I will try and put it in Pattern Keeper or Markup and let you know how it goes, because that is really how I prefer to stitch. So what have we got? We have, Oh, that's super cute. It is a pattern of a robin. It is called Rockin' Robin. Um, yeah, I'm wondering if I can just flash it again so you get an idea. Okay, you ready? There we go. So I don't think you can stitch it from that, but yes, you can see what it is. It is super cute. Oh, I love that. I'm very excited. And actually that really fits in with an acquisition I have later after the advents to talk to you about. So yeah, that is just so gorgeous. Very excited. I wonder if that's to be stitched on the dark green though. That'll be interesting because there's a lot of green leaves in it already. I'm going to have to wait and see, aren't I? Or actually, maybe after this, I'll watch the video and see what they say. That could help. So yes, that is day 4 of the caterpillar cross stitch. And let's go to my next advent. And this is the wonderful, beautiful one Sam made me. I just love a homemade advent. I think I will be addicted. It's definitely something I've got to try. And yeah, thank you so much, Sam. It's just so lovely and wonderful. I am organized today. I looked and picked out 4 before and put it on top. More beautiful paper. And look at the stickers. They're just so lovely. So let's see what's inside. Because the great thing about Sam's is that I have absolutely no idea. It is a wonderful surprise every day. Oh, that's so cool. It's a cookie cutter set. Oh, that's amazing. In less than 2 weeks, it is school holidays. So we will be making some cookies and use these. Thank you so much, Sam. My kids are going to be really exciting. I mean, the closest we have to like a cookie, a Christmas cookie cutter is the star. So look, we got the bauble, the reindeer, and the snowman now. So thank you. That is just awesome. Very excited about that. Oh, and another one. So this is the little parcel. Here we go, of 2 more jigsaw pieces to add. I have them actually all together, the pieces so far. The kids want to try and start putting them together on the weekend. So I thought, oh, we might have enough. We'll have to wait and see, and yeah, see what they can make. But yeah, they're very excited. They love their puzzles. So thank you, Sam. It's just so thoughtful and so creative of you. Okay, well, I'm going to pack up all my packaging and then we'll talk about, we've got a quiz question, bit of acquisition, just one, and WipGo. So see you soon. Okay, so I am back. So first, I thought we'd do our quiz question. So our quiz question today is very Australian. And I'll be interested to see what people pick for this one. So the question is, how high can a kangaroo jump? I'm sure everyone's heard of kangaroos. They are definitely Australian. And the answers are, so A is 1 meter, which is 3.2 feet. B is 3 meters, which is 9.9 feet. C is 6 meters, which is 19.6 feet. And D is 10 meters, which is 32.8 feet. So I will say the question again. How high can a kangaroo jump? And the answers are A, 1 meter, which is 3.2 feet. B is 3 meters, 9.9 feet. C is 6 meters, which is 19.6 feet. And D is 10 meters, which is 32.8 feet. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what you think. How high can they jump? In terms of kangaroos, it's funny. So in the Blue Mountains where I live, we see wallabies, but I haven't actually seen a kangaroo here. However, if we kind of drive anywhere a long way, like if we're going down to Canberra and you definitely go through like country areas, or even if you go inland, so like if you were heading to Bathurst or Orange from where I am, so interstate, if you go inland up, so kind of the Singleton way, you'd see kangaroos, that you'd see them in fields or kind of in groups where bushes are. Yeah, it's quite amazing, especially if you're traveling at like kind of dawn or dusk time. And kangaroos are big. Big. But yes, in the mountains, I have only seen wallabies here. So yeah, just interesting. And wallabies are like small kangaroos. So yes, that's the question for today. Very, very Australian. All right, so let's get to my acquisition. So my one acquisition is Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I have purchased the Hello Holly cross stitch pattern. I will put a picture up. It is one of their trees. It was their most recent Christmas stitch along. They did a Christmas tree, and I knew as soon as they announced it that I would have to get it. And I did think about doing it with the stitch along this year, but I had A, a lot of other things on, and B, I knew, especially with the Australian dollar, our exchange is pretty bad compared to the pound. Caterpillar Cross Stitch always reduce their patterns after the stitch along's finished. So if I was to do it during the stitch along, I would pay, I think it was $40 or $41 Australian. It was quite a lot for the pattern. However, now the stitch along's finished, they have reduced it. So I bought it this morning and I paid $15 Australian, which, you know, it's nice. Nice to pay less sometimes, isn't it? I know a lot of work goes into the patterns, but the fact that they seem to do it to all their stitch alongs, that they reduce it so much. They did it with their Halloween one, which I just loved and had to get as well. As soon as it was reduced. So that is at the moment what I wait for, because it's quite a big reduction for me. And I am so excited about this one. Hopefully I've had the picture up. It is just gorgeous. I have another tree actually, which is a whip. I'll show you in a minute. It's a series from them. So they have done the 4 seasons and now they have done Christmas. And I just love it. I love the colors. I think it's adorable. Actually, I think it matches that robin pattern we just kind of flashy saw from the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Advent. So I'm really excited. I mean, imagine them on my Christmas wall. They will look so good. And yeah, I love the penguin. I love the polar bear, the Santa, the colors. Yes. Yeah, I knew I'd been waiting. I knew as soon as they reduced it, I would purchase it. I am thinking maybe I'll start it this December. I don't know. I went and had a sneaky look through my fabric because I thought, well, you know, just in case, maybe I should add it to my new starts wheel. And the pattern itself is 127 by 162, which is really about what all their trees are. They're about the equivalent size. That would mean, looking at it, that I probably could get away with a fat eighth of fabric. So I had a look and I found this. Isn't it beautiful? So this is a 16 count Opal Lugana. It's by Color Cascade Fabrics and it is called Hole in the Sky. And actually I've had this in my Christmas pile for ornaments, but when I was looking at sizing, so I put the 127 by 162 into the yarn tree cross stitch calculator, and it told me the design would be 7 7/8 inches by 10 1/8 inches. So a 13 by 17 inch piece of fabric, a fat eighth, should be more than enough. It would give me 2.5 inch margins on each side, which, you know, I frame myself. A lot of my pieces definitely don't even have 2.5 inch margin. I did the Christmas Wonderland, the grey fabric one. That was a kit from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So I had the kit fabric and I literally framed it up to the edge of the fabric, that one. I felt I was lucky with that one. I was framing it myself. So I thought, well, compared to that 2.5 inches actually is quite good margin. And I just think this color it would look lovely. I mean, it is done already on a green, so this would match really well. And look at that sparkle. It's so beautiful. So that's what I'm thinking. I am thinking of adding it to my wheel of new starts. I mean, I've got the fabric. I've got a DMC master set. There's nothing stopping me. Yeah, and maybe I'll spin that tomorrow. I'll see how I go with the ornament tonight. And then, yeah, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? And then also talking about trees, let's talk about WipGo. So I am picking WipGo pieces to be on my board each day. And we'll talk about my boards in a minute. So for this would be number 3 for my normal cross stitch, so non-full coverage cross stitch board. And I thought, well, it has to be the tree I've got. So I will put a big picture up so it's easier for you to see. This is Hello Pumpkin, the autumn tree. Isn't it beautiful? And as you can see, I do have the kit for this one. So in the kit, we got 28 count antique white Lugana, and here are the threads, beautiful autumnal colors. And actually I've been cutting a strand off and then I put them on my slightly messy but ever so functional thread palette. Which, can you tell my husband maybe? What makes you think that? Yes, and I started this 1st of March because that was the first day of autumn in Australia this year. And look at that owl, isn't it gorgeous? So yes, I love the colors of the autumn one. I think they're so beautiful. All the trees are really nice, but yes, I've got the kit for this one. I mean, I've got the pattern and the fabric for the Christmas one. So yes, I can definitely feel feel trees coming on. So this will be number 3 in my WipGo board. Now my plan for WipGo was to get it up to kind of a nice round number, so either a 500 or 1,000, and then add, it's now 1,000 stitches on it, because I did think about it. I'm like, 500 I probably could do in a night if that's all I stitch. Is that a stretch goal? WipGo should be a little bit challenging, surely. Make it 1,000. So it's 1,000 now. But I have the paper pattern from this because it came in the kit, not the PDF. So I am considering, do I buy the PDF? Just so I've got the numbers, I can do it that way. And I do find the numbers spur me on a bit. And I do love stitching a PDF in Pattern Keeper or Markup. I just find it a lot easier. So I am considering that, but how good does he look? I can't wait to get back to him. So he will be number 3 on my WipGo. And I have also started designing my WipGo boards. So if you're interested in the templates, let me know, because I can put them in the Facebook page if you'd like to share them too. This is, I'll put the blank template up. So this is kind of what I put together at the start and how it looks and what I'll probably put on the page. So you could either access the Canva link to put your own projects in or print it out and write your own projects in. And then this is my board at the moment. So as you see, I have 1, 2, 3 filled in. I am leaving 13 as blank space for me. When 13 is drawn, usually they do 3 numbers that month, and I just felt 24 fit in really, really well. I mean, I have way more than 24 whips, but yeah, it'd be nice to have goals for 24 of them next year. So that is my thinking. And then I also am going to have a full coverage WipGo board. So for that one, I am repeating each project twice because my full coverages have a lot more stitches and need more love, don't they? So I have chosen for days 3 and 4 to do Bee by Lorna Laine. I know it's not strictly full coverage as in the straight edges. I don't know it would even qualify for, you know, that Facebook group, Full Coverage Fanatics, because I know they're quite strict about, yes, the way it has to be finished to be proper full coverage. But to me, this is full coverage. The way it's been charted, it is 278 by 342. So that to me is kind of the size of a mini. It's 89 colors in it. I feel it's very much like stitching full coverage. Now this is a kit from Gecko Rouge. The artwork's by Lorna Laine, and I just love it. I started it last year on the 31st of December. It was one of my 12 by 12s. Oh my gosh, 12 by 12s this month. It's going fast, isn't it? This is where I'm up to. So I'm actually doing it 25 count full cross, so it's 1/1. I chose to do it full cross because of that uneven edging, which I thought would look better in the full cross than the tent, because I don't mind tent when it's a straight edge for a finish. It kind of looks nice and neat, but when it's hickory-pickory, it doesn't have the same, I don't know, fullness that a full cross does. And I think the full cross looks really balanced and nice. So that's where I've got to for that. So this desperately needs some love. So that will be nice for it to get some. I am currently up to 3,120 stitches out of 65,116, which is 4.79%. So yeah, coming along. Isn't that flower beautiful? Just love it. Beautiful colors, really nice actually, warm summer colors. So last year I stitched bees in January. Maybe I should do that again and get it out. That would be nice. Anyway, threads are a bit messy, but I have been using them. Because it's 25 count 1/1, what I did for this kit, I clipped the loops at the end. I don't know if you can see like that color I've used, so the ends are all clipped, and then I just pull out one strand from the top, and that is the perfect length if you're doing, or for me, for 1/1 full cross. Now if I am doing with a Gecko Rouge kit 2/1 tent stitch, then actually when I get to a certain color, I take it off and I cut it. Well, no, I take it off, I put it kind of round my arm like this, and then I cut it the length I like it, because if I'm doing a 2-stranded piece, I like it double the length of a single strand. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, feel free to ask me more questions. So yes, and this is my full coverage board, what it's looking like at the moment. So you can see I have them repeated. So 1 and 2 are love, and 3 and 4 is B. So that is my plan, slowly forming for next year. So yes, and thank you everyone for giving me suggestions for the Merry Christmas. I will have a look at Stitching Housewives. I need to track down the Emma Condon Christmas book, because I don't have that actually. So yes, I will have to have a look, because that had a really pretty Merry Christmas in it. Yeah, lots of patterns to think about. What else today? Oh, I have a request. So just one sec. Okay, so I have been asked to show the front and back of my Christmas rules. So this is a pattern by Primrose Cottage Stitches. Isn't it awesome? It was one of the first things I ever stitched. So it was in 2022. I started getting back into cross stitch in September 2022, and this was my first piece, because I think there must have been an ad or something. Maybe it was in my Facebook or YouTube or something for a Caterpillar cross stitch Christmas sale, and I looked at that and thought, wow, imagine being able to cross stitch. And look at me now, I can cross stitch. And so in that time I discovered the Caterpillar cross stitch YouTube and got into their videos, and then Fat Quarter Shop, and then found FlossTube and other videos. And someone was running, I'm sorry, I cannot remember who, a Christmas rules sale. So I thought, oh, let's join that. And we stitched a segment each week until Christmas. And I got it done before Christmas. I was very excited. So I actually didn't use cord foil threads. I only had my granny stash at that time. So yeah, that's what I used. But I did try and match them, and I'm happy. I think it looks really good. This is on 28 count platinum linen. So you can see it's a little bit uneven, the threads, but no, I like it. Maybe nowadays I'd pick something where the white stands out a bit more, but hey, it looks good, and especially in real life you can see it, it does stand up, so I'm happy with it. I did do a bagged finish, so as you can see I cut fabric and sewed it to the sides, and then the top and the bottom. I then got a piece of wadding, usually I use cotton wadding, and I popped it on top and cut it the same shape as with, or the rectangle dimensions as with the fabric sewn on. So I put that on top, and then I cut another piece of fabric of the same one and I put that on top. I sewed all the way around, leaving probably about a 3-inch gap, and then I trimmed my corners and turned it through, and that is what gives you that lovely bagged effect, as you can see at the side. So I didn't bind it like a quilt. I think I was in a rush. I was trying to get it done by Christmas, so I did just bag it, and then I hand stitched up the gap. And yeah, I'm really happy with the finish. I mean, I've had it for years. What's really good about it, I found, is when I go to retreats, usually I take this as my finished piece to show off, because you can just roll it up. It's really easy to take anywhere. It's not like one of my framed pieces. So I have noticed, you know, when they ask, I'll bring something for the brag table, usually I grab this, because yeah, it's a soft finish. It's just so easy. I should do more soft finishes really. And I did do a little quilt sleeve, you can see, for the back, for the bit of dowel, and then I do just, can you see the hooks on the wall? Let's have a look. I'm going to tilt it up a bit. There you go. You can see our hooks, which I guess aren't that stylish, but you know what? When you've got this up there, you don't really notice it. And usually, actually, I have an ornament I hang off the side anyway. So yeah, that is how I did my Christmas rolls. And I'm really happy with it. The fabric itself, it's from years ago, but it is Nancy Halverston patchwork fabric. I love her Christmas colours. They're so rich and deep, and I just felt like they match the colours really well. So yes, that was from Teresa. So I hope that helped, Teresa, and has given you some ideas on finishing yours. All right, well, I think that is it for me today. See if I can, is that any better? Fix the camera a bit, sorry. Oh well. Thank you so much, everyone, for following me on this Flossmas journey. I hope you're having a really lovely Christmas season and getting some fun stitching done. There's just so many wonderful Christmas designs. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be doing one more video tomorrow, Friday, and then I am not doing videos on the weekend, but I will be back Monday. Over the weekend is Jingle Ball. So yes, we'll talk more about that tomorrow, but let me know. Are you going? What are your plans? Do you have a piece that you've picked to stitch for the Jingle Ball? Because I would be, yeah, very interested to know. I wish I could just go and attend the whole thing so much. But of course, this is my super duper busy weekend with, yeah, I've got my son's birthday we're celebrating, as well as all the Christmas stuff. So anyway. It'll still be fun though, in a different way. Okay, well, have a fantastic night, everyone. Well, day and night, depending when you're watching this. Happy stitching, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.